Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Jennifer and this is my second video. So if you haven't seen the first one, you should totally go check it out. So I don't like to make really long introductions because it's just boring. So I'm gonna jump right into the video. Alright, so first, yeah, I'm wearing an Amazon shirt. I used to work at Amazon. I found a better job, so I don't work there anymore. But in the future, if you ever want to hear about what it's like to work at Amazon, let me know down in the comments. Alright, so if you haven't watched my previous vlog, you'll be a little bit lost. So I'll link it below. You should go check it out because you will be lost. So I am a recovering addict and I started sharing my story yesterday. And today I wanted to kind of continue that a little bit, and I wanted to make it more entertaining. So I thought, you know, I'm not making much sense really, but I want to make it more entertaining, but like a vlog style, or you know, do other things, challenges. I don't want to just commit to like one permanent thing. I want to have a channel where, you know, we can do lots of different things and have fun. So finishing my story today, you know, I wanted to go out and show you guys where I lived when I was homeless due to my addiction and all of that. But I have to wait for my paycheck from my current job, not Amazon, to be able to put gas in my car to go show you. So that's life when you are a single mom and you screwed up your life with drugs, and so you have no money, you have nothing. Like, this isn't even my house. This is my grandparents' house, and I am so thankful for them, because if they weren't here and helped me and allowed me to live in a room here, I would have I have nothing from my addiction. And if I wasn't allowed to be here, I don't know what I would be doing. I would be on the street again. Not saying that I would be using, but I wouldn't have a place to live. I lost everything with my addiction. And when I say everything, I literally mean everything. Anyway, so if I didn't have them, I would not have anywhere to go, because the rest of my family has pretty much given up on me. And yeah, I have been clean and sober now for almost 12 years. Wow, it's a long time. I never would have ever imagined that I would ever be clean, first of all, and that I would even get past the first year, because I always thought, well, that would be a totally not fun life, to be clear-headed. But come to find out that it's actually better, oddly enough. Anyway, I have a situation right now, and it's kind of funny how, you know, videos, you start them and expect to talk about one thing and then the other things come out, which it all relates to my story. But anyway, it's not really how I had planned the platform in my mind, but I think that's what makes these videos that I watch myself with other people on this great platform, that makes them interesting and draws people in, because you get to know the person on the other end. And through the comments and stuff, which I hope will happen, and subscribers, hopefully, I'll get to know you. And I want to get to know you. So, and I want to know other people's stories, you know? And if you're still struggling with addiction, I want to try and help. Because that was one thing for me is that, and I realize I'm jumping all over the place, but I just said how I think that's what makes these interesting. But anyway, so I know for me, when I was ready to get clean, and I had been to like 4 or 5, maybe 6 treatment centers in the past, to appease my family. Half of me wanted to get clean those times, but half of me really didn't. But this last time, I was ready. I was ready to get clean. I needed help. And I went to treatment, and I have been clean, like I said, for almost 12 years, October the 6th. So, if your family member out there, someone with addiction, you can't make them get clean. They're only going to get clean when they're ready. See, with these vlogs too, you know, I'm just like talking, and you know, you can believe in whatever higher power you want. I choose to call mine God, but I don't discriminate in whatever you believe in. But I know in my heart and how I feel, and that is that I feel strongly that God has put on my heart to start this channel now. And that He puts in my mind and my mouth what to say. Not all the time. I mean, I realize the devil comes out quite often in me. And I don't mean to joke about that, but it's so true. Sometimes I'm clean and my life is wonderful. No. Life is definitely not butterflies and rainbows and roses all of the time. If it was, you probably wouldn't watch me because it would be BS. I don't even know where I left off. Oh my gosh. This is something that also happens when you use and you drink and you use drugs and all when for a very long time, you lose brain cells. And you know, I know a lot of people are going to say, well, why is she making fun of it? It's totally not funny. Well, if I don't laugh about some of the dumb things that I used to do, I'll wallow in my pity party of how I was so sick, no one believed in me, no one believes in me now, how long will it take to gain trust back, you know, and oh my God, I can't believe I did that to my kids. And there isn't already enough, especially with my kids, the pain, my nose, sorry, that I feel inside, that I might as well take some things lightly now and laugh about it. But anyway, it's just, I don't know. I think where I was trying to get to at this point is, you know, I said I was living in my grandparents' house. And through my addiction, I lost custody of my kids. It's really hard for me to talk about. I love them more than anything in the world. And they deserve the very best. The very best. And right now, I can't give that to them. And I want to. I have a job, but I don't make a lot of money. I don't have a house. I don't have much. But you know what? I have my life that I almost lost through addiction. And I don't want to see them go down the same path. But I'm worried. So that as of right now, they are with my mom and my stepfather, who has never had children and has no idea how to raise a kid. And in my opinion, feel is neglectful not only to them but to my mother, and has completely made my mother a different person from what I knew growing up. Because growing up, my father, I said in the previous video, I believe, he was an alcoholic. And he would come home at night and he would throw stuff everywhere, destroy the house. One time I remember we were in the trailer at the time that we lived in. We moved a lot, but at this point we were in a trailer. And he came home drunk as usual. And I don't know what set him off this time, but it didn't have to be much ever. It was a normal thing in our home. He would come and he would be mad and drunk and throw things, break things. And this night I remember he broke all my trophies that I had earned, dancing and cheerleading and stuff that I used to do when I was younger. And along with his softball trophies that he earned. Which, at the time, I didn't really care about his. I was really upset that he broke mine. And I can't remember a lot of it, but I do remember him kicking us out, pushing us out the door. He grabbed my little sister and wouldn't give her back to my mom, and she was crying, and it was so terrifying. It seemed like the moment lasted for like hours, but it was only about 2 or 3 minutes. He gave her back. And we ran to the car. And it was a black and white Suburban that we had. A Blazer, maybe, I think. I don't know. But anyway, we went into the car. My mom's hands are shaking profusely, trying to get the keys into the car for us to get out. And he grabs a chainsaw, turns it on, and threatens to kill us if we don't get out of the car. Because at this point, he didn't want us to leave. Misery loves company, right? Anyway, he put the chainsaw through the windshield. Luckily, nobody was hurt. It didn't go all the way through. But that's the kind of thing that I grew up with. So needless to say, I wanted different for my children. And my mom was a wonderful mom. She was protective. She loved us. I was protective. I always felt like it was my job to protect all of them, my mom and my sisters. And, anyway, not to get too much into it, and get to my point here. And that is, when she married Tim, my stepdad, at first he was okay. I was older when they met and my parents got divorced. And I said in my last video when I was 18, I went a little crazy. And yeah, because I was like 16 or 17, I think, when they got divorced. And it was my time to be a kid that I never got to be. In all the chaos that we grew up with. So, yeah, I went a little haywire. Anyway, Tim never liked me, which I understand because I was a hellion on wheels. Anyway, my sisters were younger, so they bonded to him like a father figure. Well, when I was 19, I got married. I moved to Hawaii. My ex-husband was in the military, and I didn't have to be around any of it. But getting to the point of this is that, he doesn't have any idea, Tim, how to raise kids. And my children have been through so much. And my mom and Tim use my past against me. I don't get to see them that often. And they're in a situation where they are not happy and they want to come home with me. And I don't have a home to bring them to. And I I feel sometimes like I try so hard. And it's like I'm against a black wall because my mom has changed, being married to Tim, and you know, he's a woodworker and he's always in the basement. And my mom's addiction is not drugs or alcohol, but it's finding the newest trends to sell. Currently, it's Market America. And I'm not trying to say it's a bad company or whatever, but anyway, she's never made anything off all these things that she's done, and she's done that my whole life. Anyway, you know, I'm not saying she doesn't love my children and that I'm not grateful for her taking care of them and helping me when I couldn't help them. And making sure that she got them so they would be home for me to come home to when I got better instead of their father, who was abusive to me. But it's like I can't do anything right. And she doesn't want to hand them over. And I'm trying. Anyway, you know, they're miserable. They beg to be with me. And I don't have the money for a lawyer or anything to fight her. So that's another reason why I'm starting this channel. Not only to help other people and spread the message of hope and other things, but hopefully maybe to make this something. So that years from now, maybe I can sit in front of this camera and show you a house tour. And the day I brought my kids home. I'm not ever going to use again. They are my goal. And I'll do whatever it takes to get them back. I'm gonna go for today. Like I said, I just start talking, and whatever God puts in my mouth, that's what comes out. What's in my heart. And that was in my heart today. But it's a lot to deal with. So I'm gonna try and upload a video every day or two. I hope you'll come back. I hope you'll subscribe. Let's get to know each other. And until next time, remember, there's hope, and you're not alone. Bye.